Welcome everybody to an all new Beyond the Barricade. I am your host, the one and only Papa Dank. Yeah, I am also your 23-6 YouTube heavyweight champion, the most coveted title in all of YouTube, handcrafted in Australia by a Bushman, just so you guys know. But let me put that down because it's not about me today. It's about my very special guest tonight, the one, the only, Ruthless Lala. How you doing?
What's going on, yo? What is up, man?
Last time we were on, we were interrupted by this creepy video. You remember?
Yeah. I don't even remember who they were, but yeah. I remember. I remember.
It was the end. They showed up at Wrestling Is Now at the last show. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, how was that?
The whole.
Oh, you know what? Crazy. I did want to say this because like I love you to death, Papa Dank. But it is the first lady of Prolific. It's not the only lady of Prolific. It's the first lady of Prolific. Like, I get it. I'm the only lady in Prolific, but if there's a first lady for a reason. You don't go and call the president's wife the other lady, the only lady that's married to the president. You know what I'm saying? First lady of Prolific. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. Respect.
I got you. I respect you. Jeanette says, my girl Lala. What's up, Jeanette?
What up?
Big E says, OMG, it's Ruthless Lala. You got a lot of fans up in here right now.
Oh, snap.
Woo.
Oh, what's up, y'all?
It's getting hot tonight, but let's talk about your upcoming match at We Are Wrestling coming up. You are facing the one and only Mercedes Martinez. What are your thoughts going into this big, huge match of yours?
Man, it's something that I was having a conversation earlier with my bro about, how I was going to try to do this interview without getting emotional, but we've both been in the business for 20 years, and one thing about it is I've watched Mercedes kill it on the independent scene. Like, that she was one of the reasons of why I was trying to get to Shimmer and Rise, because I'm like, I gotta wrestle her, like I have to wrestle her, like, because it's a a lot of my friends will tell you that sometimes I let a lot of stuff get to me. I'm trying to find where y'all at so I can like put it on my Facebook. I'm talking at the same time, I'm trying to chew gum and do a headstand. It's not working really good. But like, to constantly have women complain about how they're scared to wrestle you, and and you're so intimidating, it gets to a point to where it can be very disheartening. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I've never hurt nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I've never hurt anybody that I've gotten in a ring with. And even after every time that I've wrestled them, it's always been a, hey, are you okay? Is that what or like you're good? Was the strikes and everything where it needed to be? All right, bet. I'll go to the owner or the promoter. Hey, is that what you wanted? Or you good? Cool. So it's like, to have this perception, like I used to let it get me down a lot, and I used to be like, like I don't want to be perceived like this bully. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand what my character is, and even my character's not a bully. My character just don't take shit from nobody. Hey, Sabrina. So I was like, if I can get in the ring with Mercedes and Mercedes don't bitch and complain, can't nobody really say shit. Like that's where like my philosophy was. It was the same when I wrestled Jazz and when I wrestled Awesome Kong. These are things like, these are dream matches of mine. These are also women that I know that's going to give me that same energy that I'm giving them.
Right.
And if I wrestle them, bro, and they're not complaining, then it's not me. So for a long time, I wanted to always wrestle Mercedes Martinez. And the way I came up in this business, and how it was for me in Texas, it was a concept of, I didn't wrestle like a female. So in a certain sense, I wasn't considered as a female wrestler. I wish I was lying to you, but these are all facts. So, there's been times I put up lists, and nobody really ever paid attention to it. So I just stopped doing it, I was like, fuck it, I'll just talk to the promoter or the owner, they're like, hey, who you want to wrestle? Hey, here's who I want to wrestle, So when I returned back to wrestling, and I had won the BCW Women's Championship, there was 3 names that I gave. It was Masha Slamovich, Jordan Blade, and Mercedes Martinez, or the women that I wanted to wrestle, and I had just returned from being off of a year and a half, due to my health. So it's like the one thing that I wanted to do, which is why people got a year feud between me and Isaiah Wolf, is because I didn't want to take my time when I got back. You feel me? Like I wanted to dive head first into the lava and get back where I needed to get to, like patience at that time for me wasn't a virtue, Right. So, and I remember Kofi Mania. I don't even know if she remembers, but Kofi Mania, which was 2018, I was at Evolve. I was at Evolve with Kobe Carino. And I end up seeing Pete Rosado, because that's the homie.
That's the homie.
And I end up seeing Mercedes. And I know Pete and Mercedes are cool. So I was like, Pete, come here. Introduce me to Mercedes. It was like I rarely fangirl. But if I fangirl, it's for a reason. And so I was literally almost in tears just shaking her hand, bro, because she was so cool. And it's that saying, never meet your heroes. I was really excited to meet her. And what made it even better is that she's a straight sweetheart, Right. And so, but what she didn't know is, as I was shaking her hand, I was also saying in my head, hello, I'm Ruthless, Lala, and I am going to be knocking your head off soon for the motherfucking culture, respectfully, and I like that's how my brain works. Like, yo, we're going to beat the shit out of each other soon, and now here we are, man. Ruthless Lala versus Mercedes Martinez for the first time ever. And man, I don't have any words. Like, people been constantly asking, hey, are you ready? I was like, I stay ready, and as long as I stay ready, I don't have to get ready. It's just it's like the same concept of when I was overseas in Europe, even though I was overseas in Europe, it wasn't really registering yo, I'm overseas in Europe, what I mean? So,
let me bring up that graphic real quick.
Ooh.
There it is.
That is some signed, sealed, and delivered. Man, wow. Every time I see him, yo, and then just now, today, if you go to the We Are Wrestling page on Twitter, aka X,
aka X. I just had a whole discussion about that with my previous guest.
we actually hit over 10,000. Stop phone. Okay. My phone was just wow. We hit over 10,000 views on Twitter, and that means a lot for me because I put my all in to this promo, and I wouldn't have been able to really do my vision of how I wanted it if it wasn't for my bro / nephew, James Gray of the Bunny Club. I don't have a problem with giving people their flowers. Just any chance that I get, I give a massive shout out to Joe K, because Joe K makes me look dope as shit every time he puts up a highlight of me, either flying outside to somebody, either knocking somebody's head off or telling somebody to breathe, so I got to really give a shout out to Joe K and James Gray for legitimately making me look like a fucking superstar, man. If it wasn't for those guys, behind me and giving me support and catching all my good sides, I don't really think people out here will really know how much of a beast I am, no matter how hard I went, Right. So that's two of many shout outs before this interview is over. But shout out to Joe K and shout out to James Gray, just for always just rock with me and making me look like straight gangster leanish, respectfully.
That was great, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited for you. I'm happy for you. I was supposed to be at that event, just so you know, with my doing my vlog and stuff, but because I get out of work so late, I won't make it there. I'll get there way too late. So but I will definitely make a We Are Wrestling show, because me and Pete talked that wrestling is now, and I'll just be there too late. So that's why I don't want to say I'm gonna be there now. But
Well, if you don't pop up, you know what I'm saying? Just know, you don't pop up. There's gonna be a lariat with your name on it.
As long as you don't come after my 23-6 YouTube championship, we're all good.
Wait. Let me see that championship again, because I love championships.
Look at that.
Prolific is all about the gold, the drip era. Oh, you know what? That would look good with the other belts I have already.
Whoa,
you know what? I just
Lala.
may have to come and see you, Papa Dank. Oh,
take it easy, Lala. Take it easy. Just focus on Mercedes, okay?
Hey.
I'm definitely going to be at a future Wrestling Is Now show. I will next time I see Pete, we'll discuss it and we'll plan it better so I can be off. It's a bad time at my shoot job. I have inventory, so it's kind of hard for me to get off. So
now I understand. I do. I get it. I'm not going to give you that much of a hard time. I mean, I am, but not today.
Okay.
Maybe like
when you see me,
I'm
sure our paths will cross.
I'm pretty sure they will. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, Pop.
What's up?
And that's it. That's the only one I'm gonna give you. Like,
as long as you don't come after this, we're good.
Yo, you know what? I'll make you a promise.
Okay,
you don't have to worry about me. All right. You just gotta worry about my bestie coming after you for that belt. So if I don't come after you for the belt, more than likely Isaiah's gonna come after you for the belt. Like I said, Prolific is about the drip set. Like I don't like, hey.
Yeah, I come have to hire a bodyguard or something. I don't know. How was your trip overseas? Because I know last time we talked, you were on your way to Europe.
Oh snap! I was. That was the last conversation we had. I didn't forget.
I knew you went there because you went with Miss Shredder was there. I know that.
Yo, ain't nobody worried about PJ. Like, I've said, and there he is. There's James Gray. There's the man right there, yo.
Hey, yo.
Nobody's
worried about PJ. That's right.
I'm not worried about PJ because I said this once and I'm gonna say it again. All PJ does is duck me. You feel me? Like that's not me trying to belittle him or anything. At the end of the day, when it comes to me and PJ Savage stays far, far away from me because he don't want to find out what that Larry do because he know it does a lot. And as he should stay away. You feel me? Like if PJ Savage tried to come and mess with me, bro, like he wouldn't make no more bookings. You feel me? Like I would put PJ on the shelf with the other peanut butter and jelly. Yep.
He's kicking Hispanic Heritage Month off in September, PJ.
Yeah, I don't even call him PJ Savage. I just call him PBJ.
Wow.
PBJ. Nice. It's peanut butter jelly time. Oh my God. Craziest ever.
That's my co-host, just so you know.
I don't care.
He's on so much. He's my co-host.
Yo, tell your co-host whenever he trying to catch this fade to holler at me.
To holler, okay.
That's it. Like Papa, see. I feel like trying to start some stuff, Pop. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
See, you are an instigator, sir. Shameth on you.
I think that's how Leo Sparrow feels.
Yo, that dude gave me. I saw him wrestle once, and I believe he gave me spinach.
It's kale.
Whatever, and I he walked away, and I was like.
He's the king of kale.
Like you couldn't put it in a bowl. Like you couldn't even give me a small size salad. You gonna give me
He just throws it at everybody in the crowd.
And that's why he's automatically on my lariat list. Like you don't give me kale.
Definitely give that guy a lariat. Definitely.
I got you. I was
doing the vlog with him this weekend, and I'm just standing next to him. He's talking to somebody, and then he just looks at me. He's like, "What the hell do you want?" And he's like, he was looking at my belt. He's like, "Is that thing made out of leather?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "Get out of my face."
Oh, my God.
I said, "You don't want to go out for a steak dinner?"
Oh, not a steak dinner.
So you're right. I instigated that one, though. James Gray says, "Quit ducking Lala for PJ."
Yo, he gotta stop ducking me. Like eventually, he gotta catch these hands.
Skills says, "What's up? What's good, Papa Dank and Lala?"
Skills.
What's up, Skills?
Yo, I got to hang out with Skills at ETU. Skills is hilarious, yo. Like, oh my god. Yo, he had me cracking up. He had me cracking the fuck up.
He's supposed to make me some cheeseburgers, so he's ducking me with that. He's ducking me, Skills.
Oh, so he's ducking you like PJ's ducking me.
That's right.
That's crazy.
He's supposed to be making myself and Jocko cheeseburgers.
Oh my.
Someday, Lala. Someday I'll get my cheeseburgers over there. All right, let's talk about your trip to Europe.
Okay, so a couple of things.
Yes.
They don't have ice.
There's no ice. What do you mean?
Jesus. They don't have ice. Like they do, but you know how like you can go in the store and there's like bags of ice you can like purchase or whatever?
Right.
They ain't got that. Even when you went to the McDonald's, like if you wanted ice, you had to request it. Like even when you ordered your drink at McDonald's overseas, it never came with ice.
Really?
There was no AC. Like, and it was so crazy because like it's like an AC, but it looks like a heater, but it's both, but ain't no AC coming out of it. And then they explained to us that, because usually it's cold, but it just so happens that when we was over there,
it was hot. That
part. Like, that's crazy.
Even if it's cold, you still get ice in your drinks over here. Oh, well, I had to mute us. Oh, no. Someone's in trouble. If she had to mute us, someone is in trouble right now.
Nah, I'm also babysitting my niece. So I'm making sure, because like I heard her screaming and they're like, I was like, hold on. I was like, what you doing in there? You good? All right, cool. All right.
James says the weather was rude as hell.
Yo, so like the weather, like now don't get me wrong, the weather was great. Like it wasn't like massively hot, but I believe like the last week we was there, it got into like some highs, and like, man, it got to the point I said, you know what? I know I'm not taking this back with me to the United States, so fuck it. I literally went to the store and I bought a fan. Yo, I was like, whoever else rents this hostel, they're gonna be happy because they're gonna get a free fucking fan. It was crazy.
Where'd you go buy the fan?
So there's literally there were stores like walking distance from where we were. Like if you've ever watched the best way I can put it, and it's no disrespect, if you ever watch Euro Trip, when they went to a certain place, it's like the money they had made them like pretty much millionaires. It was in like the same thing, really? like for stuff over here, like for maybe like $240 that you would spend on groceries here, like we spent about 40 there, if that.
Wow.
You feel me? Like it was very like the prices like you couldn't beat the prices, man. The food was different, but it was a good different. Like it literally looked like a mozzarella cheese stick, but it had like I believe like ground beef and potatoes in the middle. Like, yo,
that sounds good.
The food was fooding over there. You hear me? Like I have no complaints about the food at all. Like I literally had a blast. I was able to sit under and learn from Mr. Robert and Mr. Rotation and Yuval and all the other guys at WXW. I would say the thing that sucked for me is because I like to straight shoot with people and not bullshit. So right when I got over there, within like about 2 or 3 days, I got sick.
Oh.
And right as I got sick. Okay. Allergies, like it was the worst. Wow. I could barely catch my breath. My nose was constantly running. Like I felt lightheaded. It was crazy. And then after that, the arthritis in my knee started like going stupid. And then my chronic skin disease flared up. And then everything else that possibly could just say, hey, we're here. Let's literally throw the kitchen sink at you. bam, kitchen sink got thrown at me. So like it was hard for me because, you know, I had to watch my peers and my bestie, you know, like get in the ring and do stuff that I couldn't do because of my health, you know. And I'm so hard on myself. I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm letting them down. I feel like I'm not representing how I'm supposed to be, you know. And so like when I could show, like when I could walk or scoot on the scooter to training, like I was still there, you know, like even if I couldn't get in the ring, I was still there to, you know, to learn and to bring back everything and to put it in everything that I do when it comes to wrestling. And so like, you know, for like the first week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, you know, my depression was full swing because, you know, I still didn't get fully 100% better. You know, like it sucked really badly because it's like, yo, like this is the one time I needed the universe to be on the same page with me. And, you know, they was not working with me, you know, and I'm blessed that I had my best friend there with me because I don't believe anybody would have been able to deal with me in as much pain as I was and like how crazy it was. And so to have my best friend there and to also have my little angry bro who's always angry, Aaron Ash, and, you know, to have those guys there, because like those is pretty much like my inseparable homies. You know, it was Isaiah and Aaron. Right. You know, like when we found out they had scooters, we ended up getting these scooters. They were like Bolt scooters. They went like 20 here, 20 miles per hour. There, I guess 20 kms. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it. So like, you know, we were kind of like biker boys. Like it was kind of like Torque. You know, we would just get on this. You know, it was yo.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was the craziest thing. Like it was so cool, man. You know, and one of the
yikes. She had to put us on mute again. Oh no, this is not going to be pretty for them. Oh boy! All right. While Ruthless is handling her stuff, hopefully she'll come back real quick. Like I said before, PJ Savage is kicking off Hispanic Heritage Month in September. And then, of course, we'll have the comic book warrior, Gabe Baez, returning to hang out with me on Hispanic Heritage Month as we talk all things comics and TV and everything we love together. And that is my new best bud. And I'm so glad I was able to meet him through my podcast. Very excited for that. And also for Hispanic Heritage Month, the one and only Zulieka is coming to the podcast. You're not going to want to miss Hispanic Heritage Month. And also next month, I will be at Blaze of Glory for I Am the Official Podcast of Titan Championship Wrestling and Goddesses of War presents Blaze of Glory for that event. And Ruthless is back.
Man, yo.
It wasn't pretty for them, was it?
Man. But it was the, you know, one of the things is that, like, it was pretty, like, it was really fun that, you know, we got to travel and, like, we literally debuted in 3 different European countries in a month.
Wow.
Like, massive shout out to PCW UK, massive shout out to Pro Wrestling Holland and WXW. Like, to be honored to wrestle in Uberhausen. Like, a lot of my friends have already been there. Jaden, O'Shea, Alex, and I'm forgetting people. This is crazy. Masha, like, Masha. Did I say Alex? Alex. So, like, you know, the fact that, you know, I was able to go over there and wrestle, and not only was I able to wrestle, but then I was able to take my belts overseas and to legitimately, you know, make them world championship belts by, you know, defending them over there. It was a blessing, man. I got to watch my best friend show out, vice versa. Just the culture alone was something that was an amazing experience. And it's good when you have a certain mind state about wrestling, and when you go somewhere and find out that the same exact mind state that you feel about wrestling, you have other people that do the exact same thing.
Right.
And that's literally what it was, man. And then as I was over there, like, I've literally for a very long time, I've always wanted to learn how to do a moonsault.
Okay.
I always wanted to learn how to do a backflip, but I was always scared that I would go to do the backflip and then I'll fall on my head, I'll break my neck. I was like, yo, there's no way that my thick ass is gonna do a backflip, and I can't get my body on the same level, man, So, and I was over there and I remember I was talking to Yuval and I was like, Yuval, I want to learn how to do a moonsault. He's like, it's easy. I said, I don't believe you. And he literally showed me, man. And my first time, I just really got up there and just did it. And when it happened, I was like,
oh, snap.
oh, shit, I'm excited. And I got to the point to where
did someone capture that for you on video?
Yes. That's why I posted it up ASAP, man, because I was really proud. And because some of the guys had left to go take a break because there was a beginner's class that was going on. So, they went to go grab food because we had been there since earlier. So I stayed and I pulled it off and I was like, yo, record this part. I got to show my best when he gets back. And then when he got back, I was like, yo, guess what I did? He's like, what? I did a fucking moonsault. And so I did it again before we left. And I was just there was no, you couldn't crush my dreams for nothing. I was happy as hell. And so even after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna feel myself a little bit. Let's see where I'm at with it, and then I pulled a moonsault off. I pulled off a moonsault on the apron. And I was like, oh,
that's awesome. I can see the excitement in your face right there. That's great.
I was like, oh snap, it's going down. So man, honestly, we got to go to London, got to even go to Blackpool.
Oh wow.
Was able to go to Cologne, Germany. We saw the cathedral. Was able to go to Amsterdam and to just really see everything. And it's something that I've always wanted to do, man. I've always wanted to go overseas and represent the United States and represent the company, that's sending me there, and to just show what I have and to show that I have what it takes to last here as well as overseas. And it was by far one of the most dopest things ever. So it's their beer over there is they got cranberry beer, man.
What?
That's what I said. They got cranberry beer. Then they had a lemon ginger beer. Yo, that shit was popping.
That was good.
Yo, it was popping. I had a little sip after we had literally finished our last wrestling. Yep, our last wrestling show. Yo, had that in London. I was like, wow, that's nice. Yo, and then we got to also go to this chicken joint that was there. I'm gonna have to go and look and see where it was. But it was
good stuff.
It was everything was so amazing. And then I also got to see the bus. I got to see the telephone booth. You know what I mean? I got to take the infamous picture with the red telephone booth. I didn't go inside it because they said bums be pissing in it, and I didn't want to smell like piss or get any disease or whatever. So just on the outside was fine. Outside was fine enough. Close enough by that. The greatest shit ever. And so that's my thing.
Awesome. Any chance to go back again?
Definitely. I definitely should be definitely going back soon. Had a blast, man. And actually, my best friend won the #1 contendership at Pro Wrestling Holland. So we got to go back, you know what I mean? So definitely going to go back and watch him, win a belt over there in Holland and bring it back to the United States. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm wrestling or not, I'm always going to support my bestie. You know what I mean? Even if it is overseas, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie. We're like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Just exactly how they yell at each other is the same with us. Just jokes all day, but at the end of the day, we have each other's back. You know what I mean? And we watch out for each other and we support each other. Lift up each other when we're down. So, like I said, to be able to knock off a huge dream off my list. And to also do it with my best friend is something that is priceless, and I really can't wait to go back. The plane ride wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And then we actually got food. They lied to us and said we got one meal. We got 2. And I was excited. I was really excited.
You got
but
2
then they
meals.
gave us this one thing, like this thick ass block of cheese with this little bitty ass bread. And I don't know how they think that they was gonna fit in there, but you know what? We made it rock.
Nice. Yeah, usually they don't give you anything on the planes nowadays. They're cheap.
So like
they're cheap, but their fare isn't cheap.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Tina, what's up? Tina says Lala is a badass.
Oh, shuckies. Whoa, wait, Fly. Shoot, Fly, don't bother me.
All right. Before we head on out, let's talk about this match coming up on Friday, September 8th. Ruthless Lala takes on Mercedes Martinez right here in wait, what town is that?
Wow, that's crazy. Church. That's crazy. He said right here. Wait, where is that?
What?
Ah.
And St. Helena's Church, all right? That's where it's going to be at. So make sure you go to We Are Wrestling to get your tickets for that event. And this is sponsored by Victory Pro Wrestling, I see. My home promotion.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. Look how excited this is going to be. A big moment for you. I'm excited for you.
Man, I'm nervous. I'm excited. My anxiety is through the roof, man. You know, because this is something that really means a lot to me, you know, and this is like the one time that I'm being selfish and like I'm not doing this for nobody. I'm doing it for me. You know, I can go into details and tell people why I'm fine with being a selfish individual and doing it for me. But if you know me, you know why. You know, this is something that I need for my mental, for me. You know, like I always worry about everybody else and making sure everybody else is good and like everything. And this is the one thing that means a lot to me because you can say what you want to say, but right now, and even later on, like I'm undeniable. You can't deny me the fact that Ruthless Lala is by far one of the most ruthless wrestlers in all of professional wrestling. You know, and no matter how much, you know, the haters or the doubters try to deny me, you know, I just keep shining on them, you know, as some of my friends will say, keep dabbing on them hoes, you know. Oh God, that was probably horrible.
I love it.
So, you know, this match is like my make or break for me. You know, this is my make or break moment. This is, if I can't hang with the OG Boricua badass, bro, then like wrestling is not for me, you know. Like I've waited 20 years to get this opportunity to go one-on-one with by far one of the greatest wrestlers, not female, one of the greatest wrestlers in professional wrestling today. Yep. And yesterday. I'm so and the day before, and then tomorrow, and then in the future, you know, in the year 2000 past, then, you know.
Serena says, Lala, I know you got this. You two are going to blow the roof off that place.
Oh.
I believe it. I believe it. 100%. Ruthless. As always, it's always a pleasure having you on, and definitely don't be a stranger. Definitely come back.
No, man, thank you for having me. Can I get my shout outs?
Sure. Before we do that, you got to remember, you saved that lariat for Leo Sparrow.
Nah, man, like I feel like the way you was trying to instigate me and PJ, like I gotta put your name on the list, Pops, but it's like all the way at the bottom with a question mark, with a few question marks, you know.
Right. That's fair enough.
But no, man, real quick, first off, shout out to CZW for entrusting me and giving me the honor to go overseas and not only make my dream come true, but to represent them as well as the United States. Shout out to my bestie, Isaiah Wolf, for putting up with my goofy, overly emotional, crazy ass, but yet holding me down at the same time when I feel like that, you know, I'm not doing what I need to be doing. Shout out to my nephew, Marcus Marquis, the new golden standard, Marquis State of Mind. That's my riding buddy, man. Like, anytime that I get with Marcus, it's a blast. Like I was able to see him and hang out with him last week before Invictus, man. And just like us hanging out, yo, it's always the funniest thing ever because like yo, like we could have not seen each other for like 4 months, and like we get together and go hang out, and it's like, yo, hey, yo, be like, you know, just like crazy shit ever.
Right.
Um, shout out to Pro Wrestling R, shout out to Pro Wrestling Magic. I massively appreciate them for entrusting me to be their world women's champion, and to just represent overseas as well as anywhere that I've taken the Pro Wrestling Magic women's championship. Smart Psychology Podcast, Go for the Pin, Respect the Podcast, Venomous Smoke Podcast, like Public Enemy, like everybody, like I love everybody, like under the sound of my voice, like I love y'all so much. Will, thank you. Eddie, like massively, like I can't take it away from Eddie. Shout out to Eddie Santos for recording my match. Well, not recording my match, but recording my promo for me, you know, and doing like the little special effects that we needed. Like I massively appreciate it, man. You know, my boys, the Throne, Casey and Daniel, like it's so much love that I want to spread, and you know, I'm trying to keep it together, you know, at the same time. But I have to like massively give a shout out to my trainer, Steve DeMarco. If it wasn't, I'm sorry, Sexy Steve DeMarco. If it wasn't for Sexy Steve DeMarco, I wouldn't be the wrestler that I am today, nor would I have the knowledge that I have. I hope, and like I really wish that my uncle and my mentor were still alive so they could see this, but I hope that, you know, I'm making them really proud, man, because losing those two people, like it, like a part of me died when they died, and it's really been hard to pick up the pieces. And like I know I gave my word that I would go as hard as I possibly can, and I am. And so I really hope that wherever they at, you know, like I'm making them proud. I can't really go into like more people's names because like I'll fucking lose my shit right now. But for the people who rock with me, Mika, Lala, Jordan, Mama Renegade, I love y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all being there for me when I'm at my lowest. And I just appreciate the genuine love that is always reciprocated. Whether it is I want to talk or whatever. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. Thank everybody for all the support. Massive shout out to Pete Rosado and We Are Wrestling. Thank you for believing in me and trusting me in a match like this to deliver. It means more than what I would ever be able to describe. Shout out to Invictus for letting me come and rock with them and having by far a blast, man. I'm massively appreciative, and I'm so humbled for all the love and all the promotions that I get to go and wrestle at. Tim Cross at RSW. Like I really appreciate everybody, yo. Joaquin Morales at Battle Club Pro. Like there's I can go on all day about the love and respect that I have for everybody that I just named, and it means a lot to me that, you know, I know you guys have my back and that y'all watching out for me. And last but not least, I have to give a shout out. Shout out to my bro, my little brother, Deshaun Pratt. He always knows how to
thinking CMD.
Right, you know, like he always knows how to talk to me, man. Like when I get massively in my head and I feel like, you know, all this was for nothing, you know, and like maybe I should still be doing this, and maybe I'm not a good wrestler, you know, like I go through it so much because it's like I don't really think people realize everything I've sacrificed to be here. Like this match is not just something that I can just scratch off of my checklist. This is something that I've wanted. This is something that I've tried to show day in and day out every time I got in a ring, that this is what I'm made for. This is what I fucking deserve. Like, this is my time to do what I do best. And that is fuck up all the church's money, man. And to show everybody exactly why I'm just that goddamn ruthless. And so from the bottom of my heart, to everyone that's under my voice that can hear me, if you've ever supported me, you keep supporting me, you rock with me, you share my flyers, you share my promos, you share my shit. I forever love you and appreciative, and Thank y'all everly so much. It means more to me than I will ever be able to describe. If you have it, get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. And if for any reason you are not inside the tri-state area, you can also catch We Are Wrestling Deja Vu on TitleMatchNetwork.com. Also, if you're trying to rock some of my swag, go on Pro Wrestling Tees, type in Ruthless Lala, I'll copy you a couple of shirts. There's actually some new shirts on there, but
Awesome.
I wore the shirt for a reason. This is the new Prolific shirt, as you can see. So make sure you go and Pro Wrestling Tees, type in Prolific. You'll get it. You know what I'm saying? It's on there now. So you don't have a reason to not rock the merch. You don't have a reason not to have a Ruthless Lala or a Prolific t-shirt. You feel what I'm saying? Get out there, support independent wrestling, man.
Absolutely.
And hey, if you turn on the TV and you're watching some wrestling that you don't like, turn it the fuck off and watch something else. It's literally that simple. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nephews.
That's right.
Definitely. Oh shit. Massive shout out to my nephews at Dirty Hills Podcast. I love those guys very, 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 very much. They are the dysfunctional wind beneath my wings. And massive shout out to them. And D-Bob, if you attack my Monopoly Go board again, I'm gonna fuck you up. Disrespectfully, respectfully, yeah.
Serena says Denk hit Boom in the head with a microphone at Win. I did hit him with the microphone at Win. I hope he's not concussed.
He'll be fine.
I was trying to talk to Deshaun on my vlog, and then he just got up and hit my mic. I'm like, "You all right, bud?"
Oh my god!
When is a good time? But make sure you go get your tickets for Wrestling Is Now. Wrestling Is Now is later on this month, but We Are Wrestling Friday, September 8th. Check out Ruthless Lala take on Mercedes Martinez, and it will sure to be match of the year. No doubt in my head.
Match of the motherfucking year. You heard it. He said it.
I said it. And then where can everybody follow you, Ruthless?
You can follow me on Instagram. Straight Ruthless 1, STR, the number 8, RUTHLESS, the number 1. You can also catch me on Twitter, Ruthless Lala. You can catch me on Facebook, Ruthless Lala. You can, oh shit, that's right. Yo, I am on Cameo. I am on Cameo. So yo, if you're trying to get a birthday song, or if you're trying to get some motivational speaking, if you need me to be your personal alarm clock to tell you to get your thick ass up, you know what I'm saying, and go and be successful, this is what I'm here for. You feel me? If you need me to break up with somebody for you, yo, I got you. You know, I'm going to do it in the most respectful manner possible. I promise. But I am on Cameo. I've already done a couple of cameos, so I'm really appreciative for that. But go on Cameo, type in Ruthless Lala. You'll see me. You know what I mean? It is, get yourself a Cameo. Stop acting like that. You know you want to.
As an example, I want to hear what you would say to someone to break them up. I want to hear this.
I'm here for it. Like, hey, Johnny. What's up, Johnny? It's Miss What That Larry do, First Lady of Prolific. I just want you to know, your girl Janine said go fuck yourself. Respectfully. She's tired of you not cleaning up. She's tired of you not responding to her or her text messages, but yet you're all on social media. She wanted me to tell you that you are a scallywag, and she don't want to be with you no more. Disrespectfully, you're dumped. Respectfully. So
I love it. I'm gonna have to use you for that in case. Well, maybe I'll use you for my divorce message.
I do everything. Bar mitzvahs, you name it, I do it. Hey, and honestly, and on top of it, I actually am ordained. I'm an ordained minister, so I can also marry people. You feel me? So
I'm not getting married no more.
hey, look, I'm throwing out all licenses and everything. You feel me? If you need it, I got it.
As for myself, this week I have Tad Jarvis coming on Thursday at 8:00, and then I have Serpent from MCW coming on at 9, as I am part of the MCW anti-bullying tour. Make sure you check out that interview for more more information on the anti-bullying tour coming up. I'm going to
Now,
be
how you
everywhere.
gonna be part of an anti-bullying tour, and then your co-host yells, and he's like a bully? Like, this is crazy. Like, the math ain't master pop. You know what? That's not a me problem.
That's a
So I'm not. You know what? I'm
got
gonna
it.
wash my hands of it.
Got it.
PJ, you suck. That was the last time. I swear. That was the last time. Just
Also, I am going to be at Titan Championship Wrestling on September 16th for Blaze of Glorious. I am now the official podcast of that event.
let's go. Look at you up there
Already
shining.
announced.
Let's go.
Nadia White versus Adina Steele for the Goddesses of War part of that event.
I love Adina. She's a sweetheart, bro. Like, I got to see Adina so many times, and she is just like a look. She is adorbs.
She's adorable. Also coming up for me in October is New Evolution Wrestling as Anthony Gangone takes on Walter Diaz. You're not going to want to miss that event as well.
Quick thing. I just met Diaz yesterday. No. Sunday. And cool guy. And me and Anthony Gangone have legitimately beaten the shit out of each other in a door match. So shout out to Anthony Gangone. I don't know if he knows this, but when it comes to me and Anthony Gangone, I am undefeated. That man has never beat me.
Wow. Respectfully, that's right.
Respect. But shout out to him. He out here shining and killing it and doing his thing.
He's doing a lot. Anthony. Also, Wrestling Is Now coming up September 29th. Don't go to Wrestling Is Now to get your tickets, as I am part of their social media tour. And we'll have more Wrestling Is Now talent coming on board. And next Friday. No, is it next Friday? Yeah, it's next Friday. Shauna Reed guest stars at 4:00. You're not gonna want to miss that episode.
And this is like the craziest shit ever, because there's another fun fact. I actually beat the brakes off of Shauna Reed.
Did you really?
Triple threat match at RSW in Cleveland, Ohio at the Mulberry Bar. It was myself against her and Laura Lovelace.
Laura.
Yeah, that was actually during that show. That was the first time I actually met Ricky Shane Page, and ever since then, me and Ricky Shane Page have been like this inseparable. Like, that's my boy. Like, I love him to death. So like everybody keep popping up. It's like, fun fact.
You have crossed your path somehow.
She definitely saw what that Lariat did. So yeah.
Including these guys on my current vlog interaction, the SATs themselves, Joel and Jose Maximo, appearing on my vlog in the after credit scene. So you're not gonna want to miss that vlog that's up right now on YouTube itself.
And I love them. I love the SATs, but that don't change the fact that, there's a couple of Larrys with their name on it too. It's not personal, it's just business. You know what I mean?
Look, Joel just told me to tell you that he says hi, sis.
I love you, Joel. You are the wind beneath my wings. No, man, thank you for having me on. This is like the second time that we've done this podcast, and I feel like this is like there's so many more that's gonna come, and like I really appreciate 100%. Coming on here and like shooting the shit with you, man. Like, thank you for having me. Like, I am massively honored and humbled.
You hold a special place in my heart for me, Ruthless. I love you. And I can't wait to see that Lariat on Leo Sparrow. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
I'm gonna make sure I'm allergic to kill out of his ass. I got you.
Everybody have a good night. Ruthless, just stay out for a moment. I will be back on Thursday, so